Alright folks, welcome back to video number 2. This is the second stop of my 3-stop tour, if you want to call it that, in New York City, in Manhattan, shopping for games, hunting for games. This store is called 8-Bit and Up. Pretty decent size, decent store. They didn't really have a lot of what I needed, but the things that they did have, I didn't expect to find. So it was a pretty cool experience as far as that goes. So we'll start first with current generation games, and then we'll head towards the retro stuff. 2 DS games I picked up, first being The Price is Right 2010 edition, now with 20 games from Ubisoft. Come On Down, now featuring Golden Road, Lucky 7, Safe Crackers, and many more. Play the all-time favorites including Plinko, Hole-in-One, and Punch-a-Bunch. Customize your contestant avatar. Now with 20 classic pricing games, you can go to GameshowVideogames.com. So that's pretty easy there. And then also for the Nintendo DS, Press Your Luck 2010 edition. Includes over 2,500 questions from Ubisoft. Big bucks, no whammies. Earn spins on the big board for cash and prizes, over 2,500 trivia questions, and custom design your own contestant avatar. You can go to GameshowVideogames.com. For the DS, Press Your Luck 2010 edition. Easy stuff there. Go to the Game Boy Advance. I didn't expect to find this complete. It is the Nickelodeon 4 games on 1 game pack from THQ. Looks like you got Nickelodeon Rocket Power, Zero Gravity Zone, Nicktoons Freeze Frame Frenzy, Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants Super Sponge, and the Fairly Odd Parents Enter the Cleft. So it's only for the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Micro, Nintendo DS, GBA Link cable, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. So no shoobies allowed. Got a craving for extreme sports action? Then enter the sickest skate park ever created when Otto, Twister, Reggie, and Sam max out their skills at the Zero Gravity Zone. You have multiple styles of skating. In the Nicktoons Need You, Nicktoons are showing up in places they have never visited before. Luckily, Jimmy Neutron has already come up with a plan. Help an all-star cast of Nicktoons gather evidence and finally get to the bottom of this strange plot. So you can find all your favorite Nicktoons. And then in Hoppin' Clams, SpongeBob wants to give his friend Patrick Star autographs from their favorite superheroes, Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, but first SpongeBob must succeed at some increasingly zany challenges. See if SpongeBob can fulfill the superhero's request to win their autographs, and then it says you begin your adventure. And then Clef to the rescue. Timmy Turner's favorite comic book hero, the Crimson Chin, has been captured. Now it's up to him to come to the rescue. With a little help from his wacky fairy godparents, Cosmo and Wanda, Timmy will transform into Cleft, the boy Chin Wonder, and enter the pages of a comic to save the day. It's one Cleftastic adventure. And here it says you can escape with the Omnicopter. Or, escape with the Chincopter. So, multiplayer games require 1 game pack per player, and a Game Boy Advance Game Link cable sold separately. www.thq.com, www.nick.com. Again, 4 games on 1 game pack. Nicktoons for the Game Boy Advance complete. Really excited to see that. Then for the Game Boy Advance. Now, when I bought this, it wasn't crunched like this. I didn't remember seeing any tape on the bottom, so in transporting it from there to here, I fucking ruined this. It was in damn good shape. Part of this is ripping off, but I screw it at this point. I needed it. Classic NES series Donkey Kong from Nintendo, only for Game Boy Advance, GBA Link cable, not compatible with other Game Boy systems. Go bananas with the classic NES original for the Game Boy Advance. Back in '85, Donkey Kong set off an enduring rivalry between plumbers and mad apes everywhere. Now you can play the NES phenomenon on your Game Boy Advance. Donkey Kong's kidnapped Pauline, and it's up to Mario to rescue the damsel in distress. Climb ladders, dodge fireballs, and leap over tumbling barrels to get that crazy ape. The multiplayer game requires 1 game pack and a Game Boy Advance Game Link cable sold separately. So for the Game Boy Advance, Donkey Kong. So we're so far off to an easy start. Let's go to the Wii. Picked up Super Mario Galaxy 2. Mario and Yoshi blast off into a new galactic adventure, play with a friend, play cooperatively in Co-Star mode, Cloud Mario, Rock Mario, Blimp Yoshi, and Dash Yoshi, and that's pretty much the drill. So, Super Mario Galaxy 2 for the Wii, and then also the last game for the Wii, been looking for this for a little while, Disney's Tangled. Join Rapunzel and Flynn on a hair-raising adventure, swing, twirl, and climb with Rapunzel, duel as Flynn and hunt for treasure, and engage in 2 to 4 player co-op. You can go to Disney.com/TangledVideoGame, Disney.com/videogames. Disney Tangled for the Wii. Now, we're getting to the retro stuff. First up for the Super Nintendo, in pretty horrific shape, box-wise, Super Slapshot from Virgin Games. Warning, real-to-life hockey action may be too intense for some gamers. Let's see. After some serious stick slashing, you come away with the puck and speed down the rink. You score off against your opponent as he races toward you with a high stick. Check him hard and go for the steal. Fists fly and the crowd goes insane. After you've cooled off in the penalty box, go head-to-head with the goalie. Slam home a 90-mile-per-hour slap shot and the victory is yours. Just check out these features. Play on one of 32 Fast and Furious teams from Montreal to LA. Superior skating, body checks, and ballistic slap shots. Dynamic crowd reactions including booing, cheering, and clapping. Between periods, flip through 14 pages of hot stats. Penalty time for slashing, holding, and tripping. That's if the ref sees you. And then here, from Gordie Howe, you got, I played hockey for 32 years and even have my name in the Hockey Hall of Fame, but I'm not ready to give up the game yet. Now when I want a real hockey challenge, I lace up my skates and get into the fast and tough hockey action of Super Slapshot. Gordie Howe, who was nicknamed Mr. Hockey, an all-time leading goal scorer. So there's that. Gordie Howe endorsed this, yeah. Super Slapshot from Virgin Games for the Super Nintendo. And then lastly, for the Super Nintendo, in pretty damn good shape, I found Super Baseball Simulator 1000 from Culture Brain. Action of simulation, you can enjoy them both in, or action or simulation, you can enjoy them both in this Ultimate Baseball game. So, this is the Ultimate Baseball game. Precise pitching, bullseye batting, and awesome fielding. It's all under your control with simpler yet more sophisticated operation. With loads of features, you'll be an all-star. It is the ultimate baseball simulation you've dreamed of. Full editing for up to 6 teams and 432 players. Play ball with your favorite stars and heroes by making full usage of the parameters. Enter team and player names, all the important stats, and even the uniform color. Input all the current data to enjoy a fresh game. A complete pennant race. Simulate a full season based on statistics. Up to 6 people can participate. The season can be played automatically while you can enjoy following a team through its games. The team standings, game schedule, win-loss, and top 30 rankings in batting and pitching are updated, as well as individual stats in over 20 categories. A totally new feature, action mode versus manager mode. Choose your favorite mode of 3, action, computer, or manager. Enjoy action with your partner, following a team through its games, or managing a team with signals. The hilarious features of Ultra Play. Adds a whole new dimension of fun to baseball with the wacky Ultra Plays. A pitcher splits into 4. The whole baseball field revolves. The speed of the ball gets up to 200 miles per hour. A fielder jumps hundreds of feet in the air. There are 39 different Ultra Plays altogether to surprise you. So from Culture Brain, we have Super Baseball Simulator 1000 for the Super Nintendo. Now for the NES, I was able to pick up 3.5 games. I'll explain why in a moment. First up, in pretty decent shape, I picked up Jeopardy! Junior, the all-new Junior edition from Game Tech. Hundreds of questions for ages 7 and up. So, we have the answers, do you have the questions? Now all the fast-paced fun and excitement of Jeopardy! Is just for kids. It has all the fun of the adult version, everything you see on TV and more. But the puzzles have been created just for the younger player. It's your turn to be the contestant. Compete against your friends or match wits with the computer. There are almost 2,000 answers to challenge you in over 400 categories, all waiting for your correct questions for the big money. Get set to enjoy state-of-the-art graphics, the actual theme music, and hours of fun when you play the Junior Edition of Jeopardy! And also now available, the Great Junior Edition of Wheel of Fortune. So from Game Tech, we have Jeopardy! Junior Edition for the NES. Next up for the NES, we have, in pretty damn good shape, Wheel of Fortune Family Edition. That's all new, over 1,000 new puzzles from Game Tech, based on the #1 hit TV game show. Wheel of Fortune Family Edition. The exciting software version of television's #1 game show has an all-new Family Edition. Now everybody's favorite, Wheel of Fortune, has even more great fun. Over 1,000 challenging puzzles in both regular categories and new ones to give you even more great gameplay. You're the contestant competing against your friends or matching wits with the computer. You already know how to play, and it's your turn. Let the theme music inspire you and spin for a consonant or buy a vowel if you have the cash. If you're right, the pretty hostess will turn the letters. Do you want to take a shot at guessing the puzzle, or do you want to run up your score? Get set to spin, get set to win. The Wheel of Fortune Family Edition is hours of fun for the whole family. So Wheel of Fortune Family Edition for the NES. And then lastly, this is pretty rare to find, Tom and Jerry, the ultimate game of cat and mouse from High Tech Expressions. Eek, there's a mouse in the house, but that's no ordinary rodent. It's one half of Hollywood's most famous cat and mouse team, Tom and Jerry. Can you help Jerry outwit Tom and rescue his nephew Tuffy from the trunk in the attic? It's a classic cartoon chase game filled with action, excitement, and hilarious surprises. Start in the basement and race up into the kitchen. Then leap out into a tree, climb onto the roof, slide down the chimney, charge through the living room, and dash up into the attic. It's enough to make a little mouse dizzy. Every floor is filled with hidden dangers, bees and squirrels, bats and hot embers, and let's not forget Tom himself. To keep Tom from catching on, you duck into a convenient mouse hole. There are all over the place, and you never know where you might come out. Bonus rounds add to the action and challenge, taking you on exciting detours to unusual places filled with cheese. So get a move on, Jerry. Tom's hot on your trail. High-tech expressions at the heart of family fun. So Tom and Jerry complete for the NES. Now I say 3.5. You saw the first 3. Well, why is this a half? I was able to find Caesar's Palace, but I'm missing the instruction booklet from Virgin Games. So I'll read the back here. Now the Game Boy Mega Smash Hit is available for your Nintendo Entertainment System. And this is interesting. This is a situation where a Game Boy game came out first and then was ported to the NES. At the heart of the Las Vegas Strip, Caesar's Palace beckons you into a land of fantasy with bustling card tables, jingling coins, and dazzling lights. Now you can experience the pulse-quickening excitement of casino gaming in your own home with Caesar's Palace for the NES. You can play blackjack. Dealer slides you 2 cards, they total 16. Do you play the odds, stand, or take a hit? Video poker. Select your wager. Your cards are revealed. Discard and draw, but be careful not to throw away a potential winning hand. It's as much a game of skill as of chance. Slot machines. Try to coax a jackpot out of the fountains of fortune, the riches of Rome, or the magnificent sevens. Roulette. Place your bets, spin the wheel, and watch the ball roll over the slots. Into your number. Round and round it goes. Where it falls, nobody knows. The Big Six. Find out once and for all if Lady Luck is on your side when you spin Caesar's Big Six money wheel. Once you've experienced a taste of casino gaming, you'll never want to leave Caesar's Palace. So I'm missing the instruction booklet for this, so I'm going to pick that up, hopefully off eBay. And then lastly, if you watch the first video, I mentioned that there was some pretty cool Power Ranger sealed thing I was able to find. And so I'm going to show you that now. It is the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Game Watch. Sealed, still in the original plastic. Power Rangers battle Rita's evil army. Power Rangers fight back with flying kicks and punches. It's a multi-level game watch. It also has normal time, hours, minutes, AM, PM. From Nelsonic Industries. And it's an LCD game watch. And this was 75 bucks. Now, I want to talk about 8-Bit and Up for a while. The guy there, his name is Marcus. He's fucking awesome. I've gone there a few times over the years. And every time I go in there, you know, I spend a decent amount of money, but he always hooks me up, man. He always hooks me up. He always gives me discounts on stuff. He takes some stuff off prices. Go to 8-Bit and Up. Go see Marcus. He'll fucking hook you up. I mean, I don't think he'll hook you up for like a $4 game, but I mean, if you're spending a decent amount of money, you know, 100, 200 bucks, he's going to hook you up. So 8-Bit and Up, great store, great guy, Marcus. Check him out right there in Manhattan. And if you guys don't have the address, I think I have his card right here. If not, it's in the other room. Hold on a minute. Let's see what we got going on over here. Yeah, here it is. 8-Bit and Up. Here it is. It's you take the F train to 2nd Ave. Okay, it's 86 East 3rd Street near 1st Avenue. East Village, Lower East Side. And it's great. 8-Bit and Up, great store. Great guys. So guys, thanks for watching. That was the second store I stopped at. And then get ready. If you thought the first video was a little bit long, this last video, the finale, there is a ton of shit I end up picking up at J&L Games. I don't know how many items I picked up at Video Games New York, but I know at J&L I picked up 66. So I got 66 games to go through. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.